Let me take you back to a time when I felt like I was drowning in my own life. Every day looked the same, waking up tired, rushing through tasks, checking off to-dos, only to collapse at the end of the day, knowing tomorrow would be more of the same. It wasn't just the work, it was this overwhelming sense that everything I did wasn't enough. I had this constant voice in my head saying, "You can't stop, you don't have time for a break." Even when I had a free moment, I'd fill it with something productive, thinking that rest was a luxury I couldn't afford. The thing is, I didn't realize how bad it had gotten. I wasn't just physically tired, I was emotionally drained. I started snapping at people I loved, losing focus on things that mattered, and worst of all, feeling like I was on autopilot. Do you know that feeling, like you're alive but not really living? Not. One night it hit me. I was lying in bed staring at the ceiling and I asked myself, when was the last time you felt good? Not just okay, but truly alive. I couldn't answer. That scared me. The next day, I made a decision. I didn't have all the answers, but I knew one thing. I couldn't keep going like this. I started small. I asked myself one simple question. What can I let go of today? It was harder than I thought. Everything felt important, urgent, and impossible to put down. But I realized most of the pressure was coming from me, not the world around me. I began to experiment. One day I said no to an extra work request. Another day I closed my laptop at 6 p.m., even though my inbox wasn't empty. And you know what? The world didn't end, but something inside me started to shift. As I gave myself permission to step back, I realized something profound. Rest isn't a reward you earn after completing everything. It's a necessity that fuels everything else. Taking a break isn't weakness, it's a strategy. And the craziest part? The more I allowed myself to pause, the more productive I became. Not because I was working harder, but because I was working smarter. When I gave my mind and body the rest they needed, I could focus, think clearly, and actually enjoy what I was doing. Looking back, I can't believe how long I went without realizing this simple truth. You don't have to do it all at once. Life isn't a race, it's a rhythm. And sometimes, the most important thing you can do is step out of the chaos and just breathe. So here's what I learned. If you're feeling stuck, tired, or like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, ask yourself one question. What can I let go of today? It might be something small, but even a tiny step can lead to massive change. You don't have to wait until you're completely burned out to start. Your well-being isn't a task to check off. It's the foundation for everything else. And trust me, your future self will thank you for taking that first step today. If this story resonates with you, take a moment right now to pause. What's one thing you can let go of today? Share it in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you know someone who might need this reminder, share this video with them. Let's make rest and balance a part of our story together. Your well-being matters. Start small, start today.